Hey y'all, let's just do a refresh here. There we go. All right. All kinds of love from my friend Sean Lee Farrell. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Sean. So we got a couple people watching today. I might be one of those people. I don't know. Got a lot of things to cover. I'm on a little early today, so I'm just going to wait for a few more people to come along. And who do we have here this afternoon? We've got Paul Carew. Hello, Paul, or Carew, I'm sorry. We've got Jason, and we have, I know I'm going to mess this up, Jorky Brown, and that's it so far. Oh, and Audrey was here, but Audrey, there we go. Monty Solomon's here, a good friend of mine. Well, yeah, so I'm doing a live stream today, so I can get your questions here on this monitor right here in front of me. Got lots of things to cover today. We're going to be talking about Maker Faire. We're going to talk about a contest that I've got going on right now. We're going to talk about the Wednesday show coming up. Give you a little bit of update on what's happening with the First Layer website, our Patreon, and a whole bunch of other stuff. There's a couple of questions coming in here, so I just want to quickly catch them. Where's the live music, background music? Sorry, Sean, I don't have any for this show. Maybe you can help me out with that. Roy is here, another good friend of mine. What it do, Sean says. And yes, you did know me in Thompson. I do know your name. I know your name very well. I just can't pronounce it. Okay, so let's get into it. We've got lots and lots of things to talk about. I'm going to try and get your messages and everything going right here, so I'll be able to see them as they go by. So let's talk about Maker Faire first. And let me just go over and switch this over. I'm doing things from a distance today, so you have to bear with me. So I am going to go to, where is it here? Maker Faire, there we are. All right. Maker Faire should queue up. It did not queue up. Why didn't it queue up? There we go. All right, so now we've got that. Maker Faire is something that I really am interested in going to. I've never been to Maker Faire before. So this is something new for me as well. And I'm going to cover Maker Faire. I'm going to cover all the makers. So in order to win one of those two, I have two to give away. The first two people to tell me what the topic was of the first episode of the first layer was will win themselves a weekend pass to Maker Faire October 28th and 29th at the Equiplex here in Calgary down at the Spruce Meadows Fairgrounds. So you can, how you want to do that is you just want to leave a comment here, and if you do it while we're on the air, great. Hey Darwin, how are you today? Now, what else do we have going? Okay, so that was Maker Faire. Now let's talk about the first layer and Spool 3D contest that we have going on. That contest, you're going to win yourself a poster, a Ray bobblehead, which you can see back here in the background, and a $50 gift certificate for Spool 3D, so you can spend that on their website any way you want to. Good afternoon, Cheryl. Nice to see you. Who else is here? I'm going to quickly... Jason is still here. Jason's up in Airdrie, so I know he might want to get some of those free passes to Maker Faire. Jason, if you can tell me what the topic was of episode 1 of the first layer, you might get yourself a weekend pass to Maker Faire coming up October 28th and 29th at the Equiplex on the Spruce Meadows Fairgrounds. I love it when you're here, Cheryl. I know, Darwin, you missed me doing the model show, but Darwin, just to kind of give you a little heads up on that, I am going to be covering a lot of the topics that I do on that show, or I did on that show, on this show. We're going to show you how to paint some of these models in the background. We've got Wonder Woman and Batman back there. We're going to show you how to paint some of those in upcoming episodes. So again, how you win the poster, the Ray bobblehead, and the $50 gift certificate to Spool 3D, it's real simple. All you have to do is help us get to 250 subscribers on YouTube, which we are streaming on today. We're streaming on YouTube as well as we are streaming on Twitch and right here on Facebook. So if you can tell me, or if you can help us get to 250 subscribers on YouTube, you will get yourself, or somebody will get themselves, a poster, a Ray bobblehead, and a $50 gift certificate to Spool 3D. So we're giving all kinds of stuff away today. On the Wednesday show coming up, we've got a review of the Wanhao Duplicator 6, which is the newest printer that we have here in the studio. One of the things I want to say about that is that the Duplicator 6 is something that I got for the studio. This was not given to me by Wanhao. It was not given to me by Spool 3D. This is something that came out of the budget. So it's going to be an unbiased review of the Wanhao, things I like about it, things I don't like about it, things I think they could improve on. But for the price, it is a really good printer. I also want to talk a little bit about some of the new filaments we got in to Spool 3D this week. And if you've been up to the Spool 3D website, you will have noticed that we've got some really kind of cool colors. We got 4 new colors in this week. These are PLA silks, and this is the purple silk. We have it in red, we have it in green, and we also have it in yellow. I don't have the yellow one in the studio because it's on a printer out in the showroom being printed right now. Marco, nice to see you here. So if you're interested in some of these guys, check out the Spool 3D website and just look for the PLA silk filament. And this is Core 200 Arrow. I think they all say that, yes. This is Silk Rose. The rose is the red color, obviously. It looks a little more pink here in the studio than it does on camera. It looks a little more red on camera, but it's really nice, and they feel amazing. And these were printed not at Fine. These were printed, these are candle holders, by the way, and you can get this candle holder from Thingiverse. Good afternoon, Rudy. So you can get these from Thingiverse. This was printed at 0.2 layer height on a brand new printer that Spool 3D will be debuting at Maker Faire coming up on the 28th and 29th. Website update. Let's quickly talk about the website update. The website for the first layer is experiencing some issues. We're trying to get it up online as fast as possible. I want to have it up by the time we hit Maker Faire, and that gives me a very small window. As you know, I do a live stream every Monday and every Friday, and then we do the recorded show on Wednesdays. We put up the recorded show on Wednesdays. So I've been super busy, and I'm trying to get a lot of things done, and unfortunately, I don't always get everything done. I have some stickers. Yes, I want to talk a little bit about these guys. These are new stickers that we got done for the first layer. Now, I understand that the first layer is a brand new show about 3D printing, and you know, we're not as seasoned as some of the other shows that are out there, but we do have some good information to offer, and we try and bring it to you in a more educational way, or that's what my plan is, to bring it to you in a more educational way. And if I can bring it to you in a more educational way, that's all the better. Other than that, if you want to get yourself one of these stickers, it's really easy. Let me just bring up the address here. Bring up the address, there we go. So how you get one of these stickers, it's real easy. Send me a self-addressed stamped envelope to this address, and if you can send me a self-addressed stamped envelope, great. I will send you off one of these stickers, and you can put it on your printer, you can put it on your work area, you can do whatever you want. They're really nice. They're kind of a vinyl style sticker. And hey, Karen Sumner, another friend of mine. I'm getting all these old friends from when I went to school. Show up in the show. So again, if you want to get one of these stickers, I will have them available at Maker Faire on the 28th and 29th. So if you want to get one there, you can get one there. If you'd like to include a donation, I want to talk quickly about the charity that we've chosen between Spool 3D and myself. We've chosen to raise funds for the neonatal intensive care unit at the Foothills Hospital. So if you are interested in donating something to that, that would be great. We're going to take all the donations at the end of the year, and we're going to give them to the neonatal intensive care unit at the Foothills Hospital. And, you know, like I said, get yourself a self-addressed stamped envelope, send it to me to this address, and we will get you out one of these stickers. Let's go back here. There we go. So the address is now off. What else did I want to talk about today? Patreon. Okay, Patreon. I know some people have sent me emails about the Patreon page. It is not completed because the website's not completed. Once the website's completed, Patreon will be ready to go. So if you want to support the show through Patreon and the efforts that we have here, by all means, we would really appreciate it. Because this show is funded completely by me and my company, Cleveland Media Group. What the good folks here at Spool 3D do for us is give us the studio space to use for free 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. So I'm here for you guys to answer your questions regarding, you know, whether you want to talk about gear, or you want to talk about 3D printing or anything like that. We are here to talk to you and give you the answers about it. Or I am, we. It's like me, myself, and I am split personality. And Cheryl and Karen can probably attest to the fact that I have a split personality. Now, getting back to Maker Faire, I have 2 passes to give away to Maker Faire. They're adult passes for the weekend, for the entire weekend. So if you are interested in going to Maker Faire, you're in the Calgary area and you want to get one of these passes, then all you have to do is in the comments today, put down the topic of the first episode of the first layer. So I know that's kind of a mouthful, but the first episode, topic of the first episode of the first layer will get you a weekend pass. The first two people to come up with that will get a weekend pass to Maker Faire, 28th, 29th. I'm going to be there. I'm covering the entire event. I'm going to try and live stream. Would you guys like to see me live stream from that? If you want to, just say a yes or a heck yes, or give me a thumbs up or whatever you want. I'll do some live streaming from that show. I'm also going to do some recorded stuff that we can include into episodes down the road as well. Anybody got any questions about what we got going on? No, yes, maybe. I got lots of thumbs up going. So you guys, you want to see me do some live streaming? Okay, I'll do some live streaming from there. So we'll get to that. We'll make sure that we do some live streaming. We're going to do it a little differently. When I do the live stream, I'm going to be using my cell phone. My cell phone has a good quality camera on it, so I thought that it would be a good idea for me to use my cell phone instead of putting a big shoulder rig on or having a tripod with the rig on the tripod and doing it that way. This way, you know, it's not intrusive. I can hold it out in front of me on a selfie stick. Or with the gear that I've got. I showed off the new microphone and stuff last week, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that gear later on, probably on a Friday live stream. But do you guys have any questions? Jason Tyler Thomas Mintenko joined. Good afternoon, Mr. Mintenko. There's another friend of mine from the Great White North. I have so many friends in the Great White North, it's amazing. So, yeah, if you want to win those, if you have any questions about the show or you got any questions about 3D printing or finishing, I know Darren, or Darwin, pardon me, was a big fan of the show that I used to do, which was called Amazing Plastic Scale Model Show, where I used to cover model building. On that show, and we'd cover painting and other techniques and lighting and all kinds of good gear. So what we're doing now is I'm going to roll that into this show or into the first layer, because it kind of goes hand in hand. We're no longer going out and buying the kit. We're actually making it here on the premises. And with that, we are going to show you some techniques on airbrushing. I have my airbrush here. So I'll be showing you some airbrushing techniques. I'll be showing you some brush techniques. We're going to talk a little bit about different paints. I know turning away from the camera, it's probably the rudest thing that you could do. But, you know, it happens. Again, so there's no real questions regarding 3D printing or anything today. If you guys just want to say something to me, go ahead. Say something to me in the comments, because I can respond. I can see your comments right here. They're right beside me. Let me go to a wide shot here. And there we go. So you guys can see everything on my desk and everything behind me. We've got a printer up here. This printer is a printer that I built myself. I printed off all the parts that I needed, and then I turned around and put it onto an acrylic frame and put it all together. And that thing works great. It's just a beast. It works absolutely amazing. I really love it. That is based on the Prusa Mark II printer that came out about 1.5 years ago. It's a very good printer. How is R2D2 doing? He is still in parts behind me, and I'm getting there. As I've mentioned, it's a very, very busy week. Hello, Cecile Cook. There's another girl that I was madly in love with when I was a teenager. But nobody knows that. And you see, I'm admitting it now because I'm 52 years old and it doesn't matter. I had the biggest crush on Cecile when I was a kid, and now she knows that. Her father was a very, very prominent member of our community, and I will never forget him. And her mother was my English teacher and then became my business teacher. Very strange. Rudy knows my time problem. Yes, I do 2 live streams a week, and then I record a show on top of everything else. Again, I want to talk a little bit about these guys. This is the new Silk PLA that we got in, and it's really, really nice. It feels really nice. It prints beautifully. So if anybody is interested in this type of plastic, get in touch with Spool 3D at spool3d.ca. They've got it in stock now, and we've got a limited quantity, so if you want to get some fast. Okay, what else we got going on here? We have got my good friend Brad was on there. He kind of slipped off. Real quick, again, if you want to get yourself one of these, all you have to do is simply go over or send a self-addressed stamped envelope to this address. I got to remember what side it's on. A self-addressed stamped envelope to this address, and I will send you out one of these stickers. They're a nice little sticker. I like them. I'm also, for Maker Faire, I'm having a design made up that is this design, but it will have our YouTube address down below. So we will, so you'll be able to check out the YouTube address whenever, if you're at Maker Faire. We're doing these Maker coins strictly for Maker Faire, and that is it. That is all. Once they're gone, they're gone. I don't know that I'll do them again. I might do them as sort of a gift. But I think that's about it. I think that's all we're really going to cover right now. I touched on, I did Maker Faire again. 2 weekend passes I have available, adult weekend passes. All you have to do is tell me what the topic of the first episode of the first layer was, and I will get you I'll email you the code or send it to you through private message, and you will you'll get to see that. We covered the contest that we have going here. The contest that we have going here is to get to 250 subscribers on YouTube. Share our YouTube link with your friends, people that you know that are into 3D printing. The more people that we get on that, the better off it's going to be. The sooner that I can give away the poster, the bobblehead, and the $50 gift certificate. Wednesday show, we're reviewing the Wanhao D6. Talked about the website, I talked about the charity, and that's pretty much it. So that's all we got for Monday. You guys have yourselves a great, great weekend, or week, not weekend, week. We'll see you again on Wednesday for the review of the Wanhao Duplicator 6, and then we'll see you again on the live stream on Friday, right around 1:30, as we always do. Again, thank you for joining me. I always like it when people are in and out and having a good time, and we'll see you Wednesday. If you've got any questions, you can leave them in the chat below, or you can leave them on our YouTube if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you come back and watch this later on, you can watch it, leave a comment, and we'll go from there. But until next time, you guys have yourselves a great day, and we'll see you again. Bye now.